Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelli Lemon.
Hey, it's Kelli, and today I'm downtown to wrap up Season 4 with none other than Mayor Dwight C. Jones. The mayor's term is coming to an end, and he's got a reflection on the last 8 years and some thoughts for the future. All right, Mayor Jones, when I drink coffee, I have to cheers because it's a new day.
Okay.
So I hope you don't mind that this is
don't
how I
mind.
start the
Cheers.
show. So
Very good.
I know who you are. I think a lot of people watching this will know who you are, but who are you and what do you do in this city?
I just happen to be the mayor of the city of Richmond.
All right.
And I'm winding down on 2 terms.
But you also have a church, though, too.
And I'm pastor of First Baptist Church of South Richmond, one of the largest, oldest churches in the city.
Do you drink coffee?
I do drink coffee.
Okay,
yeah.
how often?
And I'm drinking tea right now because I've coffeeed out for the morning.
Oh, okay. How many cups do you normally do?
I'll do like 2 cups before I leave, and when I get into the office, I have a cup or 2.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm a coffee guy.
Straight black?
I've gotten to the point where I'm black with 1 teaspoon of brown sugar.
Oh. 8 years ago, when you were coming into office, what was the one thing that you said, I have to do this before I leave? And did you do it?
We went to a new form of government, which was a strong mayor. I really wanted to make sure that we had a little bit more harmony. And so I wanted to kind of bring the city together. And I think that we've been able to accomplish that. There's always going to be in politics and in government one side and the other side, but it doesn't have to be negative or nasty. And so we've been able to do a lot of good stuff, build schools. I think that the city's responsibility is to provide the infrastructure for a lot of the change we're seeing. But we don't open the restaurant, we don't build the building, but we provide the infrastructure for it to get done. And so I think that we've been extremely successful at that. And so I'm really pumped about what I see going on in Richmond.
So many things are making this city diverse.
Yeah, and the city has a lot to do with that stuff. When you look at the restaurants along here, a lot of them got started because of grants and help from the city. And nationally, we're getting attention.
Yeah.
We're on everybody's list.
Yeah, everybody's.
There's a lot of good going on, but we have some work to do. I mean, there's some people who are not with it yet. Those of us who see the vision, who've caught the vision, who know what Richmond can be, we got to go on.
Yeah.
We got to make this thing happen.
What advice do you give to Richmond residents when deciding who they should vote for in this upcoming election, especially in the mayoral race? What advice do you give people that are undecided?
You have to be sure that you are choosing somebody who's going to keep this party going.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not going to be divisive, somebody who's not going to be vindictive or small-minded. The mayor of Richmond has to have a vision. Little things do need to get done. That's very important. But also, we've got to start thinking big. We've got to start thinking outside the box to make Richmond the kind of place that people want to live. And so I think that you need to look for the person who's youthful enough, I'm not talking about age, but youthful enough in their spirit to be able to capture what's going on and to build on what's been done and not have the need to tear things down in order to build themselves up. That's what I'm looking for in the next mayor. Yeah.
So what advice would you give?
My advice to the next mayor is to honor the system that we have and to make a commitment to making progress. And sometimes making progress is not leaning to the squeaking wheel. The next mayor has got to be sure not to be sucked in to just talking about building new schools, but also demanding that we have accountability from the school system, because one of the things that's going to make Richmond even greater is a good school system. We do need facilities, but the debate really needs to be balanced about facilities and the progress of the schools.
Where do you lay your head? Don't give the address, because I know people already know it. I've heard that they've come and camped out in front of your house before.
I moved to a place in Southside near the Chesterfield border. I would like to think about downsizing, and I would love to live downtown.
I go out a lot, so I know that you like to enjoy the city as well.
Yes.
What places do you like to go to?
Well, I like to eat in the fan. I'm not married, so I don't have anybody to cook for me, so I eat out every night. I go to Bacchus a lot.
Okay.
I like Bacchus. I like their food. I like to go to the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. I like to go to Mama J's.
You do. We save a seat for you.
Yeah, right. There's so much to choose from. I'm really excited about Spoon Bread with Michael, his new place.
You stated it, and I think that you are going to amaze a lot of women in Richmond that you're single.
I am.
Do you want to date in the city? Do you like where you're at right now?
I haven't really had time, and it's kind of hard when you're a pastor and a mayor to talk to somebody like that. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to, when this is over, is to maybe find, somebody to share some time with.
You're in California in an elevator, and you just happen to drum up a conversation with somebody, and they say, "Oh, well, where are you from? What do you do?" And you say, "Well, I'm actually the mayor of the city of Richmond, Virginia."
Yeah.
And they go, "What is Richmond?"
Yeah.
Richmond is
a great city that used to be known as the capital of the Confederacy, but now it is so much more. And you really need to come to Richmond to find a middle-sized American city that's doing the doggone thing. A city that's on the increase and not on the decrease. A city that has one of the best museums in the country. And you'll really miss something if you don't stop in and see the city of Richmond.
To hear the rest of my interview with Mayor Jones, check out the Coffee with Strangers podcast in your preferred podcast app. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube, and go pick up a copy of Richmond Grid magazine. This is the last episode of season 4. We'll be back in early 2017 with more dope episodes. So in the meantime, get on over to coffeewithstrangersrva.com to subscribe to this newsletter. Okay, see you soon.